YouTube, what up? So this video is really going to be just a number of questions, answers that were asked to me, and then some experience of my driving local. Um, Someone just left me a message today. Like I said, I can't write on my feed. So I don't know why, but I can't write on it. So I'm not ignoring anyone. But he just told me that he finished with his trainer, and that I was right on point with, his trainer telling him to speed up. And I hope he didn't listen. I really hope you didn't listen if you watch this video, and I hope you told him that teach you how to drive safely, or I'll find a new trainer. I really hope that's what you did. Um, they should not be telling you to speed up. Speeding up comes through experience and through your own personal comfortability. All right. It doesn't come through what your trainer says. Your trainer, that's not your trainer's license. It's your license. It's not US Express's license. It's your license. You're required to keep that license in good standing. No one else is. All right. You get fired, you get in an accident, anything like that, guess what? No one's paying your bills but you. You're the only one responsible for those bills. You're the only one responsible to take care of your children, your family, whatever it is. So you do what you're comfortable with doing at the time that you're comfortable with doing it. Don't listen to no one else. Do it yourself. Listen to yourself. Period. Someone else asked me, was I still with US Express? The answer is no. Obviously, you didn't watch all my videos, or you would know that I'm not with US Express any longer. Not knocking US Express or any company I've been with in the past. I would go to US Express if I had to, but I don't have to, so I'm not going back to US Express. Someone else asked me, um, do they do road tests? No, they don't do road tests. They do road tests after your 3 weeks of training. During orientation, you will not get a road test. You only get your DOT physical and your physical assessment test. Watch my videos. I go over all that stuff. Don't just watch one of my videos. Watch them all. Um, Someone else said they had some questions for me about it. Yeah, ask me anything you want. I'll answer you, but it's going to be through video, because until I can figure out why I can't type on my newsfeed, on my feed, then I'll be making videos and just answering questions that way. Um, Let me see. So let me give you my experience so far with my local company. Oh, and another thing, one guy said he knows for sure I'll work for Dr. Pepper. First of all, Dr. Pepper is nowhere around me as far as I know. You were close. You're in the right lane, but it's not Dr. Pepper. And I will not admit, even if you get it right, who I work for. But I don't work for Dr. Pepper. Um, my experience driving local. Let me tell you something. Driving local is hard. All right? Driving local is hard. It's not as easy as people may think. Driving a tractor trailer through, okay, so I'll tell you, I live in Philadelphia. It's not easy. It's not. And it's very easy to get into an accident. Whether I'm not talking about a collision type of accident, it's easy to maybe hit a mirror, side swipe a car or two. Is very easy to do it, especially in the college area or any area, residential area. You're banging a tractor trailer through a neighborhood that says do not bring a tractor trailer through there, and you have to, because you have to make the deliveries, and the streets are small as hell. They're not meant. You have to literally stop, look before you make any turns. And if you can't go down that street, you just got to figure out how to get down there. Excuse me, to make that delivery. So one day, early in the morning, making my delivery, and clocking at 5:30 in the morning. And so I normally get out of the yard about 6:30. So mind you, that takes an hour off of my clock. I only get 12 hours unless I take a break during my day. Then I can work over 12 hours. But I don't want to work over 12 hours. I only need 60 hours a week. Um, so where I had to go, I had to drive. It was going to take me about 45 minutes, with traffic. So now that's 2 hours off of my clock. I had to go to a college area, and security told me I had to turn up this one street that to make this delivery, and I would have to double park. First of all, the double parking probably wouldn't have worked. I would have blocked traffic. Traffic wouldn't have made it past me because of how big my tractor is. My tractor trailer. She's telling me they do it all the time, but all those cars would have been backed up for God knows how long. So I peeked down the street. I seen a van at the corner. I said, I know I'm not going to make it past this van. So I got out. There's some food trucks on the side that don't move. They don't even have wheels. They just, I don't know. They have no intentions on ever moving these food trucks, I guess. So I asked the guy. I seen a guy with the university jacket on. I asked him, was that his van? He said, yeah, I'm moving in. I'm moving in a second. I said, okay. I got back in. I looked around to see how I was going to make this turn. Now I was really confident that I could make this turn. So I was just pushing myself, and I shouldn't have. I'd never do that. I never push myself. I just want to make the fucking delivery. I'll just call it back and say I couldn't make it. It's unsafe turn. But I pushed myself. I allowed myself to get overwhelmed, and I pushed myself to try to make this turn. So I made the turn. Once he moved, made the turn. When I made the turn, I didn't like the way my trailer was coming close to the food truck on the side. The cars on my left side were away from the curb too much. So I couldn't ride my left side enough to make this turn the way I wanted to, safely. So I'm like, shit. So now I'm like, I'm gonna back up a little bit, turn my wheel, back up a little bit, and try to come out of it and go forward. So I did that, came back, went forward a little bit, and I still didn't like the way I was angled. So I just decided that I'm just gonna back out of this street altogether and not make this delivery. But when I was backing out, I turned my wheel too much, so my tractor was on an angle. Now, I wasn't paying attention because the bottom of where my hood is, there's the metal bumper, I guess you would call it, and it sticks out. And I wasn't paying attention to how far it sticks out. I didn't even look. So when I backed up the second time, I seen the car move. And I said, what the fuck? So I looked down, and it scratched their rear right side bumper. So I was furious because I don't get in accidents. My record is clean. I don't get in any accidents at all. I'm very attentive, and I allow myself to push myself, and I shouldn't have. So, got out, called my manager. He told me, yo, it's not that big of a deal. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's, bleeding, things like that. And because he heard it in my voice, I was furious. Because like I said, I don't get in accidents. So he just told me use the accident kit, take some pictures. So I took pictures of the whole car, took pictures of the street, how the turn was, this and that. And So everything was fine. He did. I left a note for the whose car it was, and they told me when she called, she was very nice, very calm, things like that. So um, now I got a preventable on my record because I push myself. I don't push myself ever, but I did, and I shouldn't allow myself to do that, and it won't happen again. I just won't make the delivery. I don't give a shit. I'll call it back. So let there be a lesson for all of you. Don't push yourself. If you feel you about to do something unsafe, I mean, I know you're over the road, so most of you guys are over the road. Um, just take your time. I mean, you don't have the option to, when you're over the road, you don't have the option not to make the delivery, so you need to figure it out. My company, it's a little bit different, but um, just take your time and don't push yourself. You know, I knew better. I say it all the time. Don't listen to no one, this and that. I pushed myself and I shouldn't have. And it won't happen again. Outside of that, the job is hard work, man. You got to do your own unloading, um, and running this stuff into the stores. It's hard because sometimes there's steps that you got to go down. Sometimes the steps you have to go up. Um, it's hot, um, but the money is there, man. The money is there, and that's something that for me, it just can't be replaced. Now, I don't think I'm going to be at this company forever. Um, there's a company called Lehigh Valley. They deliver milk. I think they're called Lehigh Valley, but they make about, they're all six figures. Let's just say that they're all six figures, and you only need like a year experience or two. I believe it's a year though, so I'll probably be headed near. The work is easy. I mean, no work, and anyone that has worked for the company I work for, when they see that on your resume, they know you can do the work because the where I work is hard. All right, um, so just keep that in mind, man. Stay vigilant and don't let nobody else push you. You push yourself because you're responsible for yourself and your license. No one else is. So I'm not really that mad. I would have been mad if I listened to someone else and I allowed them to push me. But I'm going to listen to me and I allow myself to push myself, and I messed up and I know better. So I'm not upset about that. But don't ever listen to no one else. I'm actually going to do a video on another company I work for. I didn't work for them long, but I just want you guys to hear about this company because it's actually a very, very good company. And I've been there a short time, but it doesn't take much to know what kind of company they are in a short time. So that's going to be my next video after this.